Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a Blizzard Rustler 9 for you today. This is a carryover model from when it was introduced last year, so year 2 in this current graphic and construction cycle, and still remains arguably one of the most versatile skis on the planet. Most lengths in this ski are at 96. This is the big one. The 186 is at 98 millimeters underfoot, but that was kind of a change from previous Rustler 9, so a little bit wider, kind of taking it more into that softer snow perspective. Also a little bit more drama in the tips and tails in terms of rocker and taper, so definitely a better floater than what we've seen in the past, and certainly a more consistently flexing ski. We really enjoyed the on and off trail capabilities of this ski when we first got on it, and that has continued into this upcoming year as well. Super fun and really eager to access the entirety of that side cut. So you end up making very clean and round carved turns on this thing. And then once you get off trail, it's incredibly maneuverable and agile and a really good floater. Once we kind of take a closer look at the tip and tail shape, becomes pretty clear where they're putting their emphasis from a shaping and profiling perspective. But from a construction standpoint, we are still built with the True Blend wood core. This is the True Blend free wood core consisting of beech, poplar, and paulownia. Interesting thing about the free is that the paulownia is in the middle of the wood core, and that's a lighter weight wood. So in the central portion, they're kind of removing some of the density like we see in the new Anomaly series. They focus on beech in the middle. This is a little bit lighter with the paulownia. And when that aligns with the True Blend, the FlexForm technology, it kind of doubles down on making the central portion or the middle spine of the ski a little bit more flexible and amenable to kind of adhering to different types of snow surfaces and just adjusting that torsional stiffness and flexion in the forebody and through the tail. Makes a lot of sense when you think about where the ski is intended to go. But we do get that FlexForm metal, so full metal plate underfoot, and then metal arms extending to the tips and tails. It's not a full frame. There is a gap there, and that is another way in which they are allowing kind of the forebody of the ski to flex independently, kind of like a tuning fork style, and it just does a great job of keeping the ski smooth and on its intended course, giving the skier a whole lot of confidence. Same thing with the tail, so that ski can flex independently, and that was the idea behind the whole design. But great grip underfoot with that metal, and then the metal along the edges all throughout. Again, delivering precision and power in a carved turn. You know, softer snow better. Doesn't do horribly on super firm snow, but certainly prefers there to be, a little less structure just to take advantage of the side cut, the flex, and the width of the ski. 1,935 grams here in the 186. So just hovering around that 2,000 gram mark. In this length, that is more than enough to be on the powerful side. You can be pretty aggressive with this ski, but once we look at the shape and profile, it's pretty easy to see how it's easy to kind of manipulate and be agile at the same time. This one features an 18-meter turn radius, and that's kind of right where you want to be for mixing up turn shapes and styles. It's definitely not like the driftiest ski. Once you get into wider skis within the Rustler range, we start to see more of that drifty nature come in. This thing's a little bit more precise, and I think that's a good thing as it's the narrowest Rustler. We get some good rocker in here. Nice positive camber underfoot, delivers good grip, and then just a lot of splay. That's something we've noticed kind of from Blizzard over the years, is that they really put a focus on that distance between the tips. Really scooped out shape, and for softer snow, that's going to pop right out and give you good flotation. Rocker comes down pretty good into the ski. It's not super long rocker, and I think that that's by design too for increasing that on-trail capability and that carving performance. So that widest part is brought down pretty close to where the rocker starts. So you're getting a relatively long effective edge, and we've always noticed that these skis just feel very, very smooth. Tail, similar, not as dramatic, decent length in the rocker, not as much splay. Certainly opens up switch skiing and riding potential. Not sure anyone's going to be using these as a park dedicated ski, but Certainly the capacity is there for mild switch takeoffs and landings. And then pretty similar story in terms of taper, some early taper, but not a lot. When you're kind of releasing from a carved turn, you can feel the whole ski engaged throughout, and that's a really satisfying feeling. It's not like a flimsier twin tip that just kind of gives out at the tail end. You can definitely still feel the stiffness and engagement in the tail of the Rustler 9. So even with that rocker, you still feel connected to the snow, which is probably one of the best parts about this ski. Definitely more in that advanced and expert realm. I think an intermediate who is looking to get into that mid-90s range will have some success. They might not be able to tap into the entirety of the performance, but that doesn't mean it's inaccessible. It's not terribly demanding. You just might not get all of the intended benefits of the Rustler 9. So make sure you check this thing out here once again at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.